How's it going, everyone? Today's topic will be Xur's inventory review for the week of 14th to the 18th. So make sure you come and pick up your free exotic Ingram here with some legendary shards you can change over. If you already have all your exotic armor pieces on one of your characters, switch over to another one, and then roll. Maybe you'll get a nice free piece that maybe Xur hasn't offered yet, or you haven't gotten from a lost sector or other part in the game. We do have the Vigilant Wing pulse rifle. If you don't have it, I'd grab it just to add to your collections. It's not a very good weapon at the moment. It needs to be reworked, so I wouldn't really waste. I would just get it, get it to add it to your collection. If they buff it, you'll have it. You can pull it from your collection whenever you want. Frosties. This one isn't bad. I mean, they have high stat here, high recovery, strength. Isn't a bad one to pick up. You can keep it in your bank for now. It isn't actually a bad one for PvP, so if you want to pick that one up, definitely look at it. See the Skull Fort. The stats are really bad here. If you don't have it, definitely add it to your collection. Crown of Tempest. If you don't have this one, I would add it to your collection also. Stats aren't really the best, as you really want resilience and discipline if you're running Crown of Tempest. But if you don't have it, definitely collect it. For legendary weapons, we do have a few decent ones this week. Like Whispering Slab is actually not that bad. Quick Draw Unrelenting. That's actually not a bad PvP one. Scout Rifle here, Grave Robber, and multi-kill clip, they don't really go together, so it's not really going to work the best on the Scout Rifle. Wouldn't recommend it. No Reprieve. It's actually not a bad shotgun. It's actually a pretty good shotgun. Triple Tap, Snapshot isn't that bad. Right Hook's pretty good for Hunters and Titans. Deafening Whisper. If you don't have this grenade launcher, if you don't have a Waveframe grenade launcher, definitely pick this one up. It doesn't have the best perks, as Willspring and Killing Wind aren't the best. But if you don't have a Waveframe grenade launcher and you haven't used one before, definitely grab it. They're always just fun to use and spam out. So if you don't have one, pick it up. But it wouldn't be your best option for a Waveframe. This Far Future Sniper Rifle, the auto-loading Hoster and Demolitionist, they kind of both reload your weapon, so it isn't really needed that much to have two things that reload you for kind of a weapon you'd use. So I wouldn't really recommend this one at all. The Recurrent Impact, though, machine gun. If you don't have a stasis machine gun, which a lot of people probably don't, definitely pick this one up. It's actually a pretty good one. It's a rapid fire frame, firmly planted, and it has headstone with land tank. Land tank's always pretty nice. Nice pickup. I would say headstone's actually a really nice thing to have. So if you don't have this machine gun, definitely grab it. If you wanted a deep sight activation, you can. Wouldn't be one of my recommendations for it, as there are some better options. And then sidearms. Rapid hit slide shot's actually not that bad if you like sidearms. So if you like sidearms, this isn't a bad one. But it wouldn't be. Sidearms aren't really that good at the moment. They need to kind of give it a buff. For legendary armor, you do have some pretty decent ones for Titan. Titan this week, you have gauntlets here, highest stat, decent recovery, intellect, strength. You like those three stats. But the chest armor, this is really good. 25, 21. I mean, that's a pretty, and it's 66 stack. That's a pretty good set there. So if you don't have a high stat chest piece, especially with the high recovery and high discipline, if they're the what stacks you're going for, that's actually not a bad item to grab. I would grab it, and if you don't want to use it right away, bank it until maybe you have a different build that will use those two. That's actually a pretty good item. Your helmet here, high stat again. This one is really nice. 25 resilience and then 21 intellect. So if you like PvP, your super reduced cooldown is pretty nice. But this one's actually might be a really good pickup to have, or if not, worst comes to worst, bank it. But every item on here you want to definitely grab for some transmog. For your leg armor, again, the stats aren't bad. Not super high stat piece, but it does have 18 resilience and 20 discipline, with the rest of it in recovery and intellect. So it's not bad. It's not very spiky. Like, you really want pieces that are super spiky, so you can get like your triple hunter stat. But this is actually really not that bad. This is actually a pretty good piece here. So definitely, if you don't have a high stat boots, definitely a good week for Titans. Hunters have three pretty good options here: the gloves, chest piece, and boots. So definitely make sure to check them out, as they do have high stats, and that might be a good pickup for you. As always, don't forget to pick up your exotic cipher quest here, with your Xenology quest. Completing 21 tasks will get you your exotic cipher. You can use it in the city, at the tower, but I would not recommend using it back here on the exotic Ingram. So if you use your one exotic Ingram here, right here, you'll get a free exotic piece. It's always going to be armor. So I wouldn't recommend it if you already have all armor pieces. Definitely don't use it. But don't use the exotic cipher on this. Use it on something else more important, or If you wanted to, you can use that at Rahul. Don't use them at this exotic Engram. It's not worth it. It's honestly really not worth it. But pick up your quest. And then Deadman and Hawkmoon are not good picks this week. Definitely would not give them, not purchase them. But I would definitely move on to something else. But hope this helps. If you guys have any questions or comments, or if I was wrong about one of these weapons, please let me know in the comments below. I appreciate all the support. I'm up to 20 subscribers now, and that is all amazing. You guys are just moving and grooving, so thank you very much. I do stream on twitch.tv/ClippingPrime, and as always, I hope you have a fantastic day.